mentally stable. Who's mentally stable?
No one in this friggin' house. And I'm the only one on meds.
Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Sunday after Christmas.
Yes, happy Sunday after Christmas.
It's a big one. It's the Sunday after Christmas.
That it is.
It's not like, New Year's. Everybody wakes up with a hangover.
Yeah, people
wanting
still
a greasy breakfast.
Everybody does that. Everybody gets up and does their New Year's thing. People usually have hams or turkeys.
Shiloh was still awake, like wide awake, with her blue kitty cat headphones and her new laptop, talking to people, watching YouTube.
She's talking to her sisters.
Yes, thank you. She's talking to Monty. And is laughing. Oh, she was belly laughing.
She's very happy with what she got. Shiloh got a brand new laptop.
As did I. I squealed like a little piggy. I cried, actually. And I got Gizmo, who, believe it or not, has a little switch under his ass, and when he hears noise, he sings and he dances. Now, let me tell you, my father, because I liked Gizmo so much, tried to find me a Gizmo doll most of his life. My husband completed my father's mission.
I didn't know I was completing a mission. I just knew that she would like it.
No. I never told him that. I never told him that.
Well, you did. We ended up. It was in a retro game store. We went in because I'm attracted to retro game stores.
Games, yeah.
I know. I kind of get pulled towards them like a gravity well. It's not even really my fault.
It's like more like a black hole. It sucks in, man.
I'm in the store looking around, and of course they got more than just video games in there. They have
Which
all
is
kinds of like retro other stuff too, like Jason action figures and shit, which is really awesome.
Yeah, and they have other action figures.
They had a
current.
rack full of these Gizmo dolls.
What
Probably
was
they had about 20 of them. They had quite a few.
I squealed. I was like, I was Sabian, and he's like, wait a minute. I'm like, no, you must turn now.
She squealed, and I had to go over and see why she was jumping around in public in the store and squeaking.
Everybody around me was looking at me like I was on drugs.
So, of course, I had to get her one for Christmas.
But I cried. Oh my God, I cried. I was so happy. Like, between laptop and Mogwai here, people.
Santa brought Pockets a laptop as well. So Santa Claus brought
was good to me this
Shiloh
year.
and Pockets both a laptop this year for Christmas.
It's because I make good turkey. He probably, steals the cookies, and he knows I make good turkey. Maybe Mrs. Claus dries out hers.
This is possible.
Not many
Good
people
morning,
do
Sir
that.
Blades. How are you?
Hey, Blades.
Go ahead and cheers you with my here cup of coffee. I'm going to have to leave this in Pockets' hand here pretty soon.
Hold on, I grab my tea.
Because
I'm
going to have to go get more coffee.
Oh, wow. I'm going to get more coffee.
Well, cup's getting low.
It's like Spaceballs 2. The search for more money.
Good morning, Frank. How are you, man?
Hey, Frank.
Happy
Did you
Sunday
cook yesterday?
after Christmas. Did Frank cook yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Frank likes to cook.
I know he does.
Much.
Yeah. Yes, he does. That's why I said it was possible.
I think I sent...
Good morning, dog lover. How are you?
I sent him a friend's request. Hi, dog lover.
Well, you should. At
I
least
think
on
I
the Discord.
already did.
Frank is a good guy.
I got recipes to give. And trade.
In trade.
Well, yeah, guys,
She's after your recipes, Frank.
I will only give up certain recipes for other certain recipes.
What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh? With recipes? That's why people write them on little cards.
No, more like Pokemon.
I've got my mom's deck of recipes.
And
And
I
let me
put-
tell you, and
I
they're
put
like
some of my
3 generations
recipes-
old. I got some God cards in there.
I put some recipes of mine.
Yeah, I know some early
in your-
Yu-Gi-Oh references.
in your deck, because you told me to.
I know, yes.
Because it's
You're
part of-
supposed to. That's the tradition. That's why that thing is so full. It's been added to by every generation that it's been given to. So
I want to do one for just Martin's.
add your pepperoni chicken. That's got to go in there.
No, that gets passed down.
You can. So does that recipe box.
That's
Shiloh
that's-
is sleeping.
Yeah, Shai's spent. She needs to recharge because, well, she was, probably up till about 3.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
She
Maybe
got
longer.
Santa brought Shiloh a laptop, and I got her kitty cat headphones.
It's so cool on the outside. They're light blue and it's like a snow globe. It's so neat.
They are adorable.
And she looks
but
so
yeah.
cute and
She was up very late with her toy, talking to her
With her
sister
toy.
and stuff like that, playing Roblox with her friends that she hasn't been able to play Roblox with. So she's still a little passed out. She could end up joining us at some point. I don't know. I did wake her up before Blood and Beans, but she was like, and went back to sleep. So
Sabian gave
yeah,
me-
okay. Well, I said early. I didn't say season 1. I said early Yu-Gi-Oh references. Early Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think of
So like
Pokemon.
all the way through the blimp season. Once they got through with that season, which I don't know if that was like if that extended into season 3 or not. I think it did, if I'm not mistaken. But then they came out with, what was it, Yu-Gi-Oh DX or something like that. I stopped. I stopped watching it at that point because it was like, no, I couldn't do it anymore. But yeah, no, I watched the earlier Yu-Gi-Ohs. I actually thought they were pretty good. At least I started out strong. So I can see people's appreciation, but yes, that's how I view this whole recipe trading system.
It's like a Pokemon card deck.
Well, I've got God cards.
So do I. What's
Battle
nice?
City. Yeah, no,
Something-
okay. Yeah, I dropped out at Battle City.
Sometimes I'll eat a can of hash, an egg. Poof. Yumminess.
Then 5DS? Jesus. They just wouldn't let it go, huh? I mean... Pockets knows Yu-Gi-Oh! She doesn't like Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's first what Dragon Ball Z.
I am not a fan of Dragon Ball Z.
I like Pokemon. My
I'm
favorite
not-
one is Snorlax. I wonder why.
I'm not a fan of Pokemon. Yes, and I mean even the games. And I do know the early season of
I
Pokemon, like
want to
season
slap
1,
him, but I'm not going to.
but I'm not a fan of the games. And I've tried. I really have. They're too monotonous for me.
I don't like the games. I like the show.
The show is annoying.
No, it's not.
It's Power Rangers in cartoon form.
Pikachu.
Good morning, Furberries. How are
Hey,
you?
Furberry.
Yeah, I couldn't get into the show or the games, and I've tried. I have tried both actually. More the games than the show.
Yeah, I'm not into the game.
I tried playing the games, and again, they're too monotonous for me. They're too grind heavy.
See, I'm more like a hidden object person.
I like
type
Final
game.
Fantasy games, but it's got to be a really.
I like Final Fantasy too.
But it's got to be a good story. I can't just get into any Final Fantasy game because again, they're too grind heavy. I've tried playing through the first one. I have it multiple times. I have the original cartridge for the NES. I've got it downloaded to the Wii. I've got it downloaded to the Wii U. I can't. It's
10 wasn't my first Final Fantasy. 7 was.
The first Final Fantasy I beat is actually 10 because I played it alongside you. We
You
both
played
had
it,
the same.
I went all the
We
way to the
both
end.
we both had save files,
I grinded that game.
and so did I.
And I lost
I watched
195
Pockets
hours of
make
gameplay.
it through Sin, and she couldn't beat the boss in Sin.
And then I looked in the book, and it said you needed holy.
Which is fine.
And I didn't have it.
I didn't save nothing. And then, because I made it to Sin, I was like, I know I can. I don't feel like it. So I didn't play through, like, the Sin temple. I jumped over to Pockets' file at that point and just played the last boss and beat it in, like, 2 seconds. And then I played the last boss after that, which I thought was a wicked easy fight. And then I beat the game. And I did not go through my save file and play through Sin and just beat the game. I was like, screw it. So I consider that was the first Final Fantasy game that I beat. The second one was 12. I was
so disappointed in that. I gave it to you.
I
hated it.
I started my own file. I played through that myself. I loved 12. Final Fantasy 12 was a great game. And the reason why I've played through 12 and 10 and 7 and 3
I like 7
is because those all have fantastic stories.
That was the first.
Those were the games. Even 3, it took me a while to get into 3. It wasn't a game that I jumped into like when it first came out, and even like when I got older and I ended up buying it. I tried it a couple of times and I just couldn't get into it. Then I played a little bit further into it, and the story really picked up. And by then, it had its meat hooks into me, because then it's one of the most story heavy Final Fantasies that they've made. I think it's actually 6 in Japan.
One of our mutual friends of mine and Sabian's, I told him that we both actually beat Final Fantasy X.
Whatever, Pokemon was way better.
He was like, "Oh my God, how did you do that? I have to use cheat codes." And I'm like, I'm just shaking my head.
I'm sorry, Frank. I think I offended Frank.
What did he say?
He said Pokemon was way better than when I compared it to Power Rangers in cartoon form.
Very much, Frank. Thank you.
Listen,
hated Power
in
Rangers.
in all fairness to the show, in all fairness to the show, I only watched like season 1.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Team Rocket was ridiculous and corny.
It got better.
But I don't know that it got better.
Well, that's because you didn't give it a chance. You only watched season 1.
I only watched the whole first season.
Yeah,
I didn't give it a chance.
Yeah, that's where they're working out the kinks, and they're doing all this and that to the story,
first few
and
episodes.
cartooning and working out different storyboards. I know about cartooning, goddammit. I took 3 classes.
Listen, it's not just about the voice acting. It was the scripting. It was the story. It was everything.
In season 2 they got 2 different voice actors.
That would be like me saying, listen, season 1 of Confronting Evil wasn't great, but you don't judge it because it's just season 1. Season 2 gets much better, so you can't judge it on its whole first season. No, see, I disagree. I would say that the first season is probably the benchmark. It should be. Maybe not even its high point, but it should be a benchmark. Your first season.
They were trying to get a feel for the characters because of the cards and the game.
I'm perfectly.
And the story.
Team Rocket is the shit.
Thank you. I'm about to turn
thank you.
You're gonna give me my
it.
animality, and I'm going to turn to a raptor and bite your head off.
Team Rockets. I reported them too.
I loved Meowth.
And thank you, Frank. I appreciate that.
I can't read it. It's all blurry.
I mean, and I can see your point. So, I mean, yes, they had to, translate from Japanese to English. Mm-hmm. And this is something when I was like 18 years old, I wasn't thinking about. I'm like, oh, well, I got to think about translation thing. Like, all I know is that, like, I didn't get into Pokemon. I couldn't get into the first season. I mean, I got into it enough to watch enough of the shows.
Class, actually.
I got into it enough to watch enough of the shows to obviously know who Pikachu is, who Squirtle is, who Brock is, who Team Rocket is, who Meowth is. I know enough I've seen enough of the first season that obviously,
What a bad kitty.
if I saw that much of it, obviously I liked it enough to a point, right? There was enough there to, obviously, when the
Kept
show
you
was
entertained.
on TV, it held my interest enough to actually watch it. I just couldn't get into it. And I knew that it was based off of a game or games or a concept for games. Like, I wasn't even sure at that time because I never even heard of Pokemon as a video game. So I figured maybe I'll try and get into the games. I think I tried a little bit of Yellow. I've tried Pokemon Moon. A little bit of Let's Go Pikachu, which is it's just Yellow redone. And again, I liked that. I could see the appeal of that. Like, that was actually good. That I probably didn't get through because I just didn't have the time to play through it. And then a bunch of other fantastic stuff came out on Switch. And Sword and Shield. I actually got Shiloh both. So I played very little of Sword, and I watched very little of Sword. Again, that's mostly because A, didn't really have a whole lot of time, and B, yeah, I watched Shiloh play some, but I wasn't very interested, so that's B. I just wasn't like, oh, I should play some Pokemon Sword, maybe I'll like this one. No.
Yeah, I never got into the games. So. I just like the show. My favorite character is Snorlax. Of course, I know.
So hope this helps you to better understand my position on Pokemon in a less offensive way.
They had a big beanbag of Snorlax in Think Geek.
I like Jigglypuff, by the way. I'll put that out there. I love that how when he sings, he puts everyone to sleep. So then he draws on all their faces.
I used to go around the house and sing that. My dad was like, "What the hell?"
I used to draw on people's faces when they were sleeping. It's like, together we're Jigglypuff.
My dad's like, "What the hell are you trying to do? Like, put you all to sleep?" So I shut up. You have a house full of 8
Pokemon Go always interested me, but the only iPhone I have is a work phone, and I can't download outside apps on the work phone because it's
if I got that.
a work phone. But that's actually always kind of interested me. That I would probably end up getting into, no lie. Which that might help me to get into the rest of the games if I got into Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah. And then you see a Pokemon, get really excited, and then accidentally throw your phone.
No, you don't throw your phone.
No, I know that.
That's not how it works.
Like, you get excited, Pokemon Go, oops. I was making a joke. It was a joke. Sorry. It was a bad joke.
It wasn't a bad joke.
I take it back at the joke. That's funny. Bad llama.
We were up late last night, too. So sorry about the late Blood and Beans today. The afternoon edition. The afternoon post-Christmas edition. I ended up taking a nap.
Oh, this is minty.
Probably about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Only slept for like an hour and a half. And then Pockets went down for a nap at about 9 o'clock at night and slept until 11. So then the both of us were up until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Or anything. I just got done with making dinner and
I didn't know you could use an Android.
Toast.
My Android is not. It's not like a Galaxy or something though. Like my Android, it's
even with 2G, I can still use my. I can still use.
Last Android phone that I had, I tried to download and play Pokemon Go on, and no.
Oh,
it wasn't happening.
This has nothing to do with Pokemon. Did you tell them that you got a Camp Crystal Lake wallet?
Yeah, I told some people yesterday. But yeah, I have a Friday the 13th wallet.
Last one in the damn store. I'm very proud. I've been wanting to get him that for a while. But he's always had good wallets. Now he had this crappy Velcro wallet. And I'm sorry, it just looks ridiculous.
A Velcro wallet, it's canvas. It's a tactical wallet. It's a tack wallet.
Well,
It keeps things dry. I have never had any problem with stuff falling out of it. Never had any problems with the Velcro. And it has a chain, so I've never lost it. But this is brown Camp Crystal Lake wallet with a chain, and it's leather, and it's beautiful, and it's Jason. So yeah, love this wallet.
I got the lanyard, which is going on your keys.
Yeah, so I got lots of cool stuff yesterday myself. But yeah, hope everybody else also had a fantastic Christmas.
The Star Wars soap. My stepmother really liked that. I brought it out. We showed it to her. She liked what was it?
The soap of hope.
The soap of hope. Yeah. She kind of liked the dark side, but she liked the soap of hope.
Oh, I'm dark side scrubbed. I am feeling the dark side.
Oh no. That was funny. I'm not that
I have chosen my path.
Yesterday.
No, Mike, we used to be brothers. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet. If not, check out, Dr. Squatch commercial. Star Wars soaps. It's hilarious. I love the Dr. Squatch commercials. I think they're funny. Very funny.
It's an expensive set.
But yeah, that was one of my Christmas gifts as well yesterday.
He got an early Christmas gift.
I also downloaded a game to my Switch as well. On sale from $20 to $2. It's a little space fighter game. So I really like space fighter games. So good Christmas. Good Christmas for me. I hope everybody else had a good Christmas as well. Oh, that's cool. A hoodie blanket? That's like a Snuggie.
Oh, dude, yes, I've always
It's
wanted
a
one of
Snuggie.
those. They are so awesome. You can turn it around when you're on the couch and, use the hood as a snack bowl. Yeah,
Were you
I'm
playing
lazy.
Call of Duty Mobile, Frank, or were you on a console? I know the mobile version's extremely popular right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man. Happy Kids for Christmas that's...
Huge, super soft hoodie.
Yeah.
I love them.
If Wrath of Blades was here, I know he would divulge his Christmas gifts, which included a Locust Lake hoodie, which is pretty cool.
Shy got me a lion. It's so cute. It's a squishy plush lion. I love it. I named him Leo.
My daughter got a car. That is a good Christmas present. I never got a car for Christmas. How'd you get that under the tree?
First you get the matchbox type of it and you put the bow on.
Do you take the tree outside and just set it on the car?
And then you put the key underneath the matchbox card.
Did you have to drive on top of a large sheet of wrapping paper? Oh, Wrath is still here. I was not sure. You have not spoken. You have been quiet.
That's what he does.
Wrath got a Locust Lake hoodie.
He sits in the rafters and watches.
And he told me,
Reminds me of a bat.
customer feedback, Wrath said that I was right, and that the hoodie is very, very comfortable.
It's like a blanket, isn't it? It's like you get in it and it's like, oh, this is nice and soft and warm and like a blanket. Especially if you get it 2 times too big. Like I have a 2XL. And
oh, that's
I am
cool
a tiny
for
person.
berries. She's gonna be freaking tickled when she sees that she got a car. That's awesome.
I'm planning to help Sabrina out with that when I get my settlement. Yeah, at least to get it fixed. Because she did the side swipe, which was not her fault. Even the police said that. She was so scared because the police came. It was like her first accident. The police came. My daughter Sabrina is very emotional, and so she started crying. The cop is going, "No, honey, it's not your fault. It's not your fault."
Yeah, I mean, she's not gonna find it if it's hidden someplace else.
The neighbor's yard.
No, hidden at his grandpa. Grandpa bought it. It's hidden outside.
That's
his place.
What, under a tree?
No, probably just sitting there.
Hack off some limbs and cover it up.
Different place.
Camoed it.
I think that's awesome, dude. That's that's really, really cool. Glad that you had, like everybody has had,
a good Christmas.
a really good Christmas. Yeah, Frank's playing mobile Call of Duty. I know that's really popular. I actually tried doing that on the Android that I have now, and no, my Android was not having
I
it.
want to go back to playing Call of Duty on the PlayStation on the big screen here and see how well I can do. Because, I mean, didn't I use the gun feature?
I don't know if anybody even plays Call of Duty on the PlayStation 3 anymore.
Didn't I use the gun?
We could try it, though.
Did I do that? Or did I just use the controller?
We played the first Black Ops. We played on the Wii. You used the gun. Then I got Black Ops 2 for the PlayStation 3.
And did I just use the controller?
That's all you had. There was no gun. All you had was a controller.
Oh, right. I was probably better at the first one then.
Well, I can tell you if we put on Black Ops for the Wii, that there's nobody online playing.
No.
That I can guarantee because the servers are gone.
This mint orange that Santa brought me is actually very tasty. I did not get chocolate orange this year in my stocking. Or any chocolate covered cherries, but I got my orange.
It's a chocolate orange. It's a chocolate mint orange.
It's not chocolate orange mint, it's just chocolate mint.
Oh.
And it's dark chocolate, which is nice. I love dark chocolate.
Yeah, well, you got a mint orange.
It's very minty. Very, very minty. It's like a huge Andes candy in a wrappable black form.
That's cool. So Dog Lover got some books and some CDs and some movies. I like movies.
Talking about books, my hubby, I love him so much. He gave me 5 of his books. I'm drooling because I'm eating chocolate. And he all signed it in different ways. It was so sweet. This man is such a sap. You would not know it from his stories.
For the record, and I said this yesterday to my mother-in-law as well. For the record, it was not my idea. I felt... Good morning, Outrum. How are you?
Good morning.
Thank you for the hello and stopping by. That was not my idea. I felt it was kind of in bad taste. This is why Pockets has never gotten. She's never gotten any of my books.
And I've always wanted him.
I didn't know that. I have the books. We live together. So, my books are her books. I figured that was... I didn't know that she wanted me to get a signed copy and given to her. And I have a stock of, not all, but some of my books here. So, I gave her, I think, there's 5 of them there. She got From Anguish to Ashes, Cleaving Thought from Bone, the Locust Lake book, the Christmas book, and Dreamscape. So those are the 5 books that she ended up getting. And I signed them all in different ways and wrapped those up. But that was her idea. I still feel it's in bad to be like, I wrote some books and you live with me and these books are in the back. So here, let me just give you some and sign them and there you go. Merry Christmas, a gift from me. It just feels a little conceited.
I loved him. I cried. I was so happy. I hugged him. I was very happy. I sat there before I unwrapped any more gifts and I read all what he wrote.
Now, I can understand where she's coming from. I do get it. I understand.
I'm here while he's working on these and I'm seeing everything he puts into them.
But I get the point of wanting to have your own copy as my wife. I get that. So
it's a wifey thing.
Just always felt a little conceited.
It's a woman
But
thing.
again, she is happy. So
when I didn't fit into my dress and I cried, that's a girl thing. And I think everybody who is in female form on the chat would agree.
My wife is beautiful. She's small, short.
Apparently not that small.
No, you have grown in places.
I know.
And those places that you have grown, is what made you not fit into that particular dress.
I know.
That's why it zipped most of the way up the back. And when she first bought it, I did kind of think to myself,
You should have said
a
something.
little. But how do you tell your wife, listen, that dress looks like that one specifically looks like it might be a little small for you?
Because you give me the compliment, hey, your boobs grew. I'm just putting it out there. I'm sorry.
But I
I'm
also
blunt.
didn't. I also thought it would look cute, and you know your body more than me. I've seen you pick out clothes, honey, that I didn't. I couldn't even fit one freaking leg into, and I'm surprised. And I'm just like, there's no way. And she comes out wearing it, and I don't know how. So I don't know. I figured maybe you knew your body, and it's only like a size too small. So it looked.
Now I have to
it
try
looked
on.
possible. So I didn't want to. I didn't know you were gonna be that upset if it came true that you weren't gonna.
Any woman would be, and his reaction was not even a nice manly reaction, gentlemanly reaction. He goes, I don't know, it just doesn't zip. What can I tell you? And I was so dismayed because I wanted to look nice on Christmas, not wear an ugly Christmas sweater. But he found me a cute Christmas sweater that he was going to give to his sister-in-law. And but we weren't going to Pennsylvania this year. So he gave it to me and I put my Christmas pins on it. Yeah. And it ended up looking very cute. So I liked that one. And it was warm.
Yeah, it does. It looks adorable. I gave her a Christmas sweater. It looks
and it's got a little hoodie.
Like a little Mrs. Santa Claus outfit, but it's a sweater. It's got the little buckle, it's got buttons on it, it's got the white for the frills on the sleeves and stuff like that, and it's got a hood with a little ball on the top, on the back of the hood. It's like a long dangling elf hood.
Too, dog lover.
So she looks absolutely adorable in it. But I don't, women are complicated.
No, we're not. We have emotions.
So, I think I did.
Men are complicated.
I think I've done decent here.
Men are freaking complicated.
All right, Furberries. Take it easy, man.
Bye-bye, hon.
Make sure you be safe out there. Enjoy your day, and Merry Christmas to your family. Get in a car. It's awesome. Daughter's getting a car.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, Sabrina will be surprised, too.
So, poor Shiloh is still asleep.
Sabrina doesn't know she's got to work New Year's Day or not, so she doesn't know she'll be here.
Okay. Well, we're going to be doing our Club Echo thing.
I say New Year's Day.
Oh, New Year's Day. New Year's Day.
We'll probably
New Year's
still
Eve.
be up New Year's Day.
For everybody that is here and everybody that might stop in and check out this stream at a later point in time, New Year's Eve, we are doing our thing again in VR chat. Last year, we ended up going to Club Echo. Like 7-8 people showed up. Shiloh was there. Pockets was there. You don't need a VR headset in order to go. You can go right on a computer as well. It's completely free. If you don't know what VR chat is, it's you can get it through Steam, which is also free. So just download Steam to your computer, search for VR chat, download VR chat.
Shiloh will be using my headset. So.
My links are in the descriptions to like almost all videos. So just send me a message on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, whatever it is.
Everything.
And send me an email if you want.
You're like an everything freaking bagel.
And and you can ask me, what my name is, so you can send me a friend request. That way you can join up with us and enjoy New Year's Eve in a very safe setting. I had a blast last year. Had a lot of people there that I wasn't ever going to be able to meet in real life. People I talk to all the time. I had my wife with me. I had my daughter with me. There's
where am I gonna go?
A dance club.
There's
that's where we were. It was on the roof, actually.
No, I'm like in real life. Like when you had your wife,
we all had
wife with me. Where? What else would I be?
Some drinks, and we all had some laughs.
In the car.
And when it was over, I took my headset off and I was home. I didn't have to drive anywhere. I didn't have to risk my life, someone else's life. I didn't have to spend money on a cab because I'm doing the smart thing. So if you go anywhere and you're drinking, please have a designated driver or take a cab. It was just a lot less complicated. It was a lot safer. Even if you're not drinking,
it's more fun.
Be careful on New Year's Eve. It's actually one of the reasons why I don't like to go anywhere, and it's not because I drink and drive. Because actually, I never have. Fun fact about me: I've never driven drunk.
He takes one sip and he will not.
I won't drive. I refuse.
You won't.
Not even with alcohol in my breath, because it's just that's
a
problem I don't need. So I've never done that. But the reason I don't like to go on anywhere on New Year's is a time when a lot of people that don't typically have a few drinks, don't typically cut loose. It's a time when they do. It's a time when people that don't usually do those things go out places and then do those things. And then a lot of the times they're not prepared. They don't usually do this stuff. So they don't have a designated driver. They're not thinking about taking a cab. A lot of them will chance it and get on the roads.
And it's stupid because the cab companies,
it's not you on the road that you got to be careful about. It's everybody else.
They ask for a fare. If you're drunk and you call the cab company, the cab company will come pick you up, and they, especially here, will take you home without asking for a fare.
A lot of cities will do that.
Well, up here in New York,
I don't go anywhere on New Year's Eve. I go out, get my supplies, bottle of champagne for midnight, stuff like that. I bring it home. I park my car, and I don't go anywhere.
So remember Sabrina with the champagne and Mom, help! Because she got sick. That was funny. I mean, not for her, but for me.
Almost half my face. Almost. I did go back and take a look at the stream after that was over, and you got a glimpse of part of one of my eyes, and my nose started to show. So it was a long time ago, dog lover. When I was on my first...
daughter...
No, she's talking about who showed their face.
Oh.
A long time ago on my old channel. Not long, probably now, 4 years ago?
Many
the last
ago.
New Year's party on my old channel, I did a New Year's live stream, and I turned around and lifted up my mask and took a drink. And then I started to turn back around without putting my mask back down. And I showed my ear, a part of one of my eyes, which is what you got the most of, and my nose started to show. So, you got, and to be truthful, I've probably showed more than that on the Discord. I know this past summer I went camping and took a picture of myself through vape smoke, and you could see about 70% of my face through that.
I mean, if I came up middle line through this stream right now, I'd be like, what the hell?
So, it was on my old channel.
Let's see if I can do this with my...
I'll do it. No, I don't mind.
I found my finger gloves at CVS. They were a 2-in-1 pair. I am so happy. My hands will be forever warm now.
Every time I go to CVS now, I have to make sure that, like, I'm dressed halfway decent. Like, I can't take a run down to CVS and wear sweats, because that's where that guy recognized my books. Like, he got talking to me, and I told him that I was an author, and I handed him my author card, my old business card, with my books and my information on it, and he got all happy and excited because he's read a couple of my books before. So now I can't go to CVS in, like, my sweats and a hoodie. I mean, the hoodie's fine, but, like, gotta at least throw on a pair of jeans, because, like, now I don't know who's gonna, like, if he's there, here I am, I'm representing myself now, out in public, in the real world, I'm representing my channel, I'm representing my writing, so, can't just run to the store in ripped sweatpants, or...
See me? I'm sorry. If it's cold out,
my
I'm
old
putting
dirty
on a couple
coat.
pairs of sweats and my hoodie. I don't care. And my work boots. Because I don't have snow boots. I have work boots.
It just taught me a lesson. I mean, you never know who you're going to bump into. Yeah, I made up business cards. It's really easy. I did it through Vista printing. Costed like $30, and then I'm getting like 100 business cards. But I got like, it cost me $30 because I got the glossy ones.
Yeah, but that's still not that much.
No, it's not super expensive or anything.
You'd be surprised because I have seen how much.
But yeah, they're nice looking. But you can make them up yourself and have them sent to you. So I did all the, did the artwork for it and stuff like that.
Which is funny because the man says he can't draw.
I didn't draw. I didn't draw those.
No, I'm saying but some of the stuff that you've been drawing, and you're
well,
like, oh,
no,
Mr.
I'm creating.
I can't draw.
I'm creating.
Yeah, okay.
I'm creating sketch art for the Locust Lake book.
I mean, I've seen you take a look at Yoshi, and ploop, look at that. There's Yoshi on the paper.
Oh no, absolutely wear it in public.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, if and when you do end up getting merch, I encourage you to wear it in public. As far as I'm concerned, it's advertising.
Yep.
Like,
I wear mine all the time.
People ask, I'll wear my stuff too. People are like, well, that's a nice looking shirt and hat you match. And because I'm wearing my Locust Lake shirt and my Locust Lake beanie. And
I have a Locust Lake beanie, but it's too big for my head.
And I'm like, yeah, no, this is it's a book series. Well, it's a series that I've written for, and my co-writer's written for. Was published into a book, and I run a channel. I'm an author. It just helps spark up that conversation. They're like, oh wow, that's cool. What is it? And and I'm showing them the shirt. It says Cleaving Thought from Bone, and my author name on the back is L.W. Sutton, and it's fun. It's funny too, but yeah, it opens up that line of conversation where I'm able to talk about who I am, what I do, and
yeah. So now I get.
I
how's
have
your husband?
Business cards
When I
from
go in.
my author persona on me at almost all times. So if that conversation does get sparked up, it usually ends with me saying, "Here, if you want, check out my stuff," and then I hand over my card.
I need to do that.
It's got pictures of 5 of my books on the back. It's got links to my channel, to my author page. So
I've gotten a lot of comments on this when I go into my hoodie when I go into the store, and I kick myself for not having your card because they're like, that's really different. Where can I get one of those? I said, well, it's my husband's channel. This is one of his books. I don't have a business card.
well, I've got cards like right here. So.
Oh, what kind of stories does he write? In my head, I'm going, can you see the cover of the book? It's a little spooky looking.
Shiloh's conversations with all of her teachers. And, oh, what kind of books do you read? I read my dad's books. Your dad writes books? Yeah, my dad writes books. Oh, that's awesome. What kind of books does he write? Horror? Oh.
No, her English teacher actually thinks that's really, really cool.
Some of them usually back off as soon as she says horror. Baseball cap is yes. I'm gonna make that soon. I'm gonna do that up, Dog Lover.
I'm gonna have one
when the new book releases. So when I release the new book, I'll also be releasing the Locust Lake baseball cap to go with it. It's probably going to have the cover art for the new book on the baseball cap. Which I have yet to reveal. I did reveal it in the Discord, but no, I did not share that on YouTube or Twitter or anything yet. But the book cover is done. Doughboy and I still might go ahead and commission cover art for the book. But if that does not happen, we've got the cover done. So one way or another, the cover is done, and I am going through the book and doing sketch art. Every story will have hand-drawn sketch art in the book, kind of like scary stories to tell in the dark.
That way you can color.
No, go ahead. You can color the books. That's fine. They're to be your books.
Seen some of the sketch art, I was like, oh my god, I want to color that and define it and shit. But that's the
so I'm basically I'm drawing these books on or these sketches on paper, and then taking a picture, scanning it into the computer, and then I run them through some filters and create a sketchified look of the sketch that's completely black and white, so that way I can go ahead and
he's been doing really good.
Put that up into the book. So and obviously I've mentioned this before, Todd's journal from the Locust Lake series is going to be in the book, so you're actually going to be read into the book, 3 stories in, and then you'll open up to the next page, and it's going to be a composition book notebook cover that says, The Locust Lake Journal, property of Todd Jacobs. And then you flip that open, and it's going to be all sketches and maps and pictures and all of the journal stories, including 3 journal stories. And then obviously the back page of that will be also a picture of a composition notebook, and then back into the rest of the stories, which will all have sketch art done for each original story. So going to be a lot of sketch art in the book, which is what I'm working on now. But the manuscript is done. All 110,000 words of it. The manuscript is done.
I thought his eyes were going to start bleeding.
Except for, the preface, the acknowledgments, the table of contents, the matter that, the content for the book that I can whip up pretty quickly. And I also need Doughboy to do those things as well. But the next big step is all of the sketch art.
You want to try something hard. Make a 15-page report and then make up a bibliography.
Well, Frank, I need the book too, to tell you the truth. When I get my author copy, I'm going to get my author copy this time in hardcover, because you can do them in hardcover and paperback. It will be available in both, and on Kindle. Yeah, it will be heavy. It's going to be about about the size and thickness of a large textbook.
But a good textbook.
Yeah, it'll be Locust Lake. So that's what I'm going to do my final edit in.
How to kill people and not get caught. No, I'm kidding.
But I was pretty concerned because I started editing the manuscript right after Halloween in November. And I've been working on that right up. I just finished up now. And I wanted to be done with that by the end of December. But by the time the week before Christmas rolled around, I had 5 stories completely edited. And it's partially because, procrastinating. I have a lot of other stuff I'm doing as well, and I'm working on stuff, and I'm working on work. And the other part of it is because the Locust Lake stories are huge. Each story is very large. So editing one of my normal stories versus editing a Locust Lake story, it's like double for a Locust Lake story. Yeah. So most of my books are 13 stories long. This will be the equivalent of basically editing through 10 stories, which is most of a book. But it's still only 5 stories in. The week off of work that I took is what made this happen. I took my week of no working and decided to buckle down, and I really went to town. And
he was up late so many nights.
Every night. I was up to about 2 o'clock in the morning.
There was one morning where you went to bed, and I woke up an hour after you went to bed. I'm like, and I didn't even take my meds.
I think that was the last night.
I didn't even take my meds.
I think that was the last night. Because the last night I edited 6 stories at once.
And I got up and I was like, ow, I can't, what do I take?
And I was so close to the finish line, I just couldn't leave it.
Couldn't stop.
So I was like, I'm going to get this done.
It's funny. I see it when he goes to bed. If I get up early, by Discord, like when he says good night. I'm like, I looked at it 1 hour ago.
I have been.
That crazy son of a bitch. I'm like,
I really have been enjoying my week off. It felt really good. I haven't had a week off without college or work since Shiloh was 6 months old. She's 11 now.
Going to be 12.
Almost 12.
On her wish birthday.
So, yeah, it was a thing. It was nice to have that week to do what I wanted and what I needed to get done. I enjoyed working on the Locust Lake book and editing through it. I have since discovered lo-fi and found out that I really like Star Wars lo-fi. Tried a few others as well, but I keep going back to the Star Wars lo-fi because I like it. And I listened to a lot of that while I was editing the book, and just kind of did my thing. So I did enjoy my week off, and I got a lot done. I was productive. And luckily for me, my company is observing tomorrow as Christmas because Christmas fell on a weekend. So I have tomorrow off of work as well. And I also have Friday off for New Year's Eve. So this week is a 3-day week, and I will be working from home. So, I mean, I do have to work. I've got my office in the back. I'll have it all set up.
This is the way.
Yep, this is the way. Might even put on Disney Plus.
I like how
Who
I
knows?
can say that, and I almost get the voice right.
I could do that. But I'm gonna work those 3 days from home. I'll be able to sleep in a little bit longer, and I'll be home sooner because my commute will be a lot shorter. As long as I don't
still have to
get off an early exit and end up in the bathroom.
Yeah. I still have to get up early because you need your coffee and stuff. I'll set up your office.
Dog Lover wants to know what a wish birthday is.
It's when Shiloh was born January 12th. So, and this year she's turning 12.
Ah, okay, I get it.
So that's your wish birthday.
I get it.
When you turn your age on the same.
So my wish birthday was my
birthday.
My wish birthday was my 28th birthday.
Yes. Why do you think I made such a big deal out of it? And you're like, why are you making such a big deal out of it?
Because it's my birthday. I don't make a big deal out of my birthday.
I always make a big deal out of his
do
birthday.
now.
I got him to get a Jason cake.
Well, there was one year that I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. And it was like, it's just my birthday. And it's not a big deal.
And we still did anyway.
Shiloh was sad.
Yeah,
Because I didn't want to make a big deal out of my birthday. And I got realized it wasn't really for me. Even though it's my birthday.
It's for her.
It's not for me. It's for those that love me. And I can't.
Because we're happy you're here.
Take that away. So since then, I have started celebrating my birthdays a little bit more again.
Oh yeah, obviously since I get up before him, like the food pantry lady who loves me so much, I call her mom, which actually is funny because she has the same name as my stepmom. She always gives out birthday things, and it comes with cake and frosting and a tablecloth and a birthday banner. Sometimes a birthday banner. Sometimes I make I take the tablecloth and I make a birthday banner. But it comes with like toys in it. Obviously he gives those to Shiloh. I don't see him playing with a Slinky and paint by number.
I could see me playing with a Slinky.
Okay, maybe not a paint by number though. And I make him a cake, and we put the candles on the cake, as many as we can find now, since you had your other birthday. And we try and like make him happy. I always get him a birthday card. Of course, then he feels guilty.
12th of August. That's usually right around the big shindig at Locust Lake every year.
Big family reunion, a bunch of Italians that you gotta yell over. Like literally, they clean out restaurants. It's interesting to go.
That's the second week this year. And it's a Friday. So that will be the weekend of the big Locust Lake shindig as well.
See, I know.
So if you come up to visit us, it'll be a very happy birthday. And if you're not able to, we will be celebrating with you.
Oh, yes, the great family reunion where I hear at 7 in the morning.
It's not just family.
From my cousin Joanne. Aubrey! Come save me! Because my sissy Joanne is so afraid of snakes.
There's a lot of friends there and stuff like that, too. It's not just family. It's mostly family.
Yeah.
There is a bar now at Locust Lake.
Yeah, saloon.
Well, yeah, I call it a working bar because you walk in through the swinging doors and there's a bar with all kinds of everything.
But it's still...
Everything.
Adam likes to call it the saloon.
Okay. I call it the Locust Lake bar.
It was so funny because the last time I was there, they had moonshine cherries. So I just kept going back for the cherries and,
there's a bar.
Pepsi and moonshine cherry mix because that's very tasty. But he stocks it with
Good
mics
morning,
now
what the
too.
fuck? Happy Sunday.
Because you can now pick up mics at BJ's. So my nice, loving brother-in-law, Adam, always, thinks of me and Mike's, which is nice.
Oh, oops. Yeah, there's a bar at Locust Lake now.
With a bathroom.
That's what we were saying.
With the bathroom. And a dartboard, but I don't know why they put the dartboard where they put it, because dart could go, like, right through the door.
It's fun.
They have saloon doors.
They've built a lot of stuff up there over the years. Up there at the lake.
The boys did. They have a
up there, yeah.
carriage house right by the pond that they built.
Yep.
That looks cute as hell. I mean, it sleeps too.
No, you did not. Still going to go for at least another 5 minutes. So, these streams, though, do usually last about an hour, and it has been about 55 minutes.
Oh my, oh my God. You remind me so much of my dad. I married my dad.
No, it's not.
You're like with a stopwatch.
I have things to do.
It's Sunday.
I know, it's Sunday.
It's blasphemy to work. It's a day of rest and relaxation.
And I don't have time for rest and relaxation. I have to be productive.
Oh my God. If my dad can sit down and play Spider Solitaire for like an hour or so.
So I'm not allowed to draw?
You can draw, yes.
Well, okay, I'll be working on the Locust Lake. I'll be drawing sketch art for it.
Everything happens.
Listen, I'm still going to work on stuff doesn't mean I'm going outside and, mowing the lawn.
You think my dad be going outside in this freaking cold? Hell no.
If he had something to do,
well, he might go check his traps.
Yeah, he would. Absolutely.
He used to count the number of chipmunks he killed. He hated what they did to his lawn.
I can guarantee you, dog lover, if you came to Locust Lake on your birthday, you would have an absolute blast.
I told her that.
You would have an absolute blast.
Yeah,
walk you up some of the trails and show you some of the landmarks, like the quarry, stuff like that.
Oh, we're definitely taking the car.
Drive you down into the town of Halstead, show you Rex's bar.
Isn't Rex's bar anymore?
No, not anymore. But I can show you where it was.
All closed now. That's sad. They couldn't keep it open.
Yeah.
Dylan, you used to go there on Sundays and they'd have food and, what was it, 50-cent drafts? 75 cents?
The amazing What the Fuck works every Sunday.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
The world don't shut down, man, just because it's Sunday.
I know.
That's how I get some things done sometimes. Everyone wonders, how do you put up so many videos and you write so many stories.
Nobody would be going to work.
You put out all these books and you work and you have a family. How do you have time to do all these things? Well, part of that is because I work on Sundays. I do stuff. Mostly because working on, stories, writing stories, working on videos, that to me is fun. That's a hobby. So, when I have time off, when I'm just having fun, I'm still being productive. So. Also, by the way, new Matrix movie was really good.
I told you it would be.
Really,
I knew it would be.
Really, really, really good. I'm usually pretty good at predicting where a movie is going and what it's trying to do. This one I gave up pretty early.
I hate
because there was so many things that they could have been. There's so many things that they could have done. There's so many ways it could have gone. That it was kind of impossible to tell.
Well,
the movie was like a movie within a movie within a movie. It was. Yes. It broke like 16 walls.
With the fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break, that's like 16 walls.
It was really good. It was really, really good. And so is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, that was good too. And confusing at some points.
Yeah, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but if you like Spider-Man...
Like, wait, which one's that?
You'll absolutely love this movie. It's really good.
I was like...
No spoilers.
I'm not. I was just like watching the screen going... I am confused. But it was like a roller coaster of a movie, I thought. Or I felt that it was kind of like a roller coaster of a movie. Once you got past the intro.
It was very good.
Of the whole thing.
It was very, very good. I was
was
very happy. The Book of Boba Fett comes out soon. 3 days.
Yep, it's
3
already,
days.
it's marked on. I marked it on the Disney Channel. Don't worry.
So excited for the Book of Boba Fett. And then on New Year's Day, Cobra Kai Season 4.
Whoop.
And Confronting Evil. Episode 4.
The second season of Witcher that came out a couple days or weeks ago. I think it was last week, maybe.
Shiloh's very excited for Confronting Evil.
Actually, really well. And now they're going to make a prequel to it. I don't know if any of you got into The Witcher. A
lot of people are. Shiloh's very, very excited for Confronting Evil. Very excited.
Yeah, she likes them. Why didn't you tell me you were putting it on? And of course, we did tell her. The kid just, I think has selective hearing. Like when I say, load the dishwasher.
We've also gotten a few comments over the past couple of days, too, on some of the other Confronting Evils that are already up on the channel.
They're good.
So it's also drawing in some new attention. There are some people that are really getting into these stories. So I'm very happy about that. I really, really like writing the Confronting Evil stories. It's my favorite series to work on. So really, really, really can't wait to not only release part 4, but I can't wait for Doughboy to get me part 7 so I can start writing part 8, please.
I don't think he's not interested.
I'm gonna yell at him the next time I talk to him.
And I don't think he can hear you all the way from here to wherever he is.
Because once I get done with the Locust Lake book, the next thing
I forgot which state he's in.
I'll be working on will be the Confronting Evil book, actually. Confronting Evil, I told you, will be seasonal, 10 episodes a season, running from October through June. Then you'll have 3 months off in June, and then it'll be back on in October. So the season finale for season 1 will be this June, and then that week, or maybe the week after, the Confronting Evil season 1 book will drop, and it'll have all 10 stories from season 1, and it's going to have a holiday-based, don't know which holiday it's going to be, but it's going to have a holiday-based exclusive in the book as well. So that'll drop shortly after the series ends in June, and then Doughboy and I will be doing a live stream in August, talking about the series, talking about each episode that we've done for season 1, what story it's related to, the writing process, how we came up with certain ideas. And we're also going to bring Mary and Somber on the stream as well. If you don't know them, they are the voice actors that play Mackenzie and Seth. So they will also be on the stream as well, and will be open for questions and stuff like that. Some of the voice actors have been informed what the season finale is going to be and what that entails. If there are any questions about what happened at the season finale and how it pertains to season 2, like where are we going and what's going to happen next, they've also been told that they cannot answer those questions because it's going to be obviously a surprise. And I do apologize that you need to wait 3 months for that surprise, but there's a lot of other stories I'd like to get done, and I want each season of Confronting Evil to truly rest and have a break between each season. It gives us a chance to go ahead and build up storylines to have a certain amount of impact, and then that impact can be used and carried over into another storyline. It just helps with the writing process. So, episode 4 is actually going to be this coming Saturday. So next week on New Year's Day, it'll be Confronting Evil. Season 1, Episode 4, Sovereigns and Scraps, comes out this coming Saturday. It'll be up Friday on my podcast. If anybody follows my podcast and you want an early listen, because you follow my podcast, it'll be up on Sutton Scares Friday night at 8 o'clock. So you don't have to wait till Saturday night at 8 o'clock, both Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, really, really excited for the Confronting Evil that's going to be released this Saturday. You will be getting another one in the month of January as well. At the end of January, you're going to be getting another Confronting Evil, Episode 5. And and then you're going to get one episode after that to the series conclusion, season's conclusion. So you'll get an episode in February, towards the end, not quite, and then March, probably mid-March, will be episode 7. Episode 8 will be mid-April. Episode 9 mid-May, and then episode 10 will be mid-June. And that'll be the series, the season finale, and then 3 months off until season 2 picks up. So I just want to give you all a heads up for that. Lots of really great stuff planned. Please don't lynch me because you need to know what happens next. Everything is calculated, has been calculated for very specific purposes. So, really hope if you're able to make it. I know it's New Year's Day. A lot of people are doing stuff, obviously, over Christmas and New Year's weekends. So if you're not able to make it, I completely understand. But if you are able to make it this weekend for the next Confronting Evil, I can promise you're not going to be disappointed. It's very, very good. I've listened to it twice already myself, and probably going to listen to it again after I go back and listen to the first 3 stories one more time, and then listen to the 4th one in succession. So it'll happen at some point. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them in. I'm probably going to end the stream here pretty soon. I also am very super excited dog lover, if you cannot tell. And I've said it before as well, but this was the reason for the Summer of Locust Lake. The Locust Lake series was all the way written up through Cult of Locusts Part 2 on my old channel. So by the time I decided, well, I want to redo the Locust Lakes on my new channel, every single one of them, we're going to redo them all. We're not going to re-upload old videos. We're going to just redo every single Locust Lake. So by the time I got, a chunk into those, Doughboy had already written the last 5 stories for Locust Lake Season 2, or Series 2. So, it was after, what was it? What was last year's Halloween special? A Return to Locust Lake. So the first story of the new series, shortly after that, I started reading the last 5 stories that Doughboy wrote. And I read about Seth and Mackenzie. And then in the second to last story, I read about how they were Shiloh's children. And Doughboy and I kind of both had the exact same idea. We need to take these children and turn them into... Let's do a supernatural tribute, basically. Make a lot of homages and tributes to Supernatural. It'll be fun. And it has been a lot of fun. And I thought this was going to be a great idea. And I knew, though, I couldn't start this series until Locust Lake was over. Because it picks up right after Locust Lake ends. And I still had... how many? There's 20 stories in the book. 4 so far you haven't heard. There will be one more released in February, so that's 16. And I had 1 done. So I had 15 Locust Lake stories to do. And the Locust Lake stories they're not like doing a normal story. They're not like narrating and editing a normal story. The Locust Lakes always have considerably more amounts of sound effects, more voice actors, more lines. It's a lot more comprehensive. There's a lot more work that goes into a Locust Lake. But I knew I wanted to get them done. And I wanted to get them done by October because I wanted to do this Seth and Mackenzie supernatural tribute thing by then. So had to get the Locust Lakes done. So that's why we did the Summer of Locust Lake. That's why there was a Locust Lake every other week this past summer. It was literally so I could get through the rest of the Locust Lakes and its epic freaking conclusion. By the way, bravo, Doughboy. Very, very awesome conclusion to the Locust Lake series. But that way we could bring in and usher in this spin-off series about Shiloh's 2 children, which I just absolutely loved. And I love writing for this show. So that's kind of where the idea behind the Summer of Locust Lake came from. It was literally just so we could get Confronting Evil out. Yeah, and Dog Lover, yep, you did. You went back, you listened to all the Locust Lakes. And both you and I are both happy that you did. I'm happy that you enjoyed them and you were introduced to them and you ended up really liking them. So I'm glad that you got a chance to check those out as well. But this past summer was a lot of work. It was an awful lot of work trying to get through all 15 Locust Lake stories, but it was literally just so we could get to this point. So it was definitely worth it.
My llama. You stole my llama.
I didn't mean to steal your llama. All right. Well, I suppose I'll go ahead and end it here. This is now turned into the Confronting Evil series, or Ghost Facers stream, which is where we got the name for Confronting Evil. If you watch Supernatural,
Ghost Facers.
There's this thing in Supernatural about these guys that do this really corny show on the internet called Ghost Facers.
Say hola to my little pistola.
That's where I got the idea for the name Confronting Evil from, because I knew it was going to be a Supernatural tribute. So I thought, well, we should name it off of something in the show. So Ghost Facers, facing ghosts, confronting evil, is where I got the title from. Good morning, happy afternoon, Spooky Boo. Good afternoon, Christmas afternoon. And actually, no, it's still morning for you. Keep forgetting your West Coast. I was actually right about to end the stream, but I'll give it another couple of minutes, just because you stopped in. Want to be able to say hi to you, and I'll probably finish this this smoke, and then I'll close the stream out. I've just basically been sitting here talking about Confronting Evil, mostly.
Is it really 1:11?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't start streaming till noon.
Shit, I was gonna key over there. Don't knock it over.
I woke up late.
We woke up late.
No, you were up before me, so.
That's
I don't know. Yeah, well, I don't know how clever it is, but it's, again, even the title of the series is an homage to Supernatural.
Yep.
A lot of the fonts that I use, not in the thumbnail for this season, but a lot of, like, the promotions that I do, it's Supernatural font. There's a lot of little subtleties in all of it. And I know that a lot of you that have been following the series obviously have now been introduced to Uncle Huck, who is the Bobby character of the series. It's just all these little nuanced things in the story that it makes it a lot of fun. The characters are already very fleshed out because they're augmented versions of something that kind of already exists, but with a new play and twist from another series that already exists, i.e. Locust Lake. So combine those two concepts together and you already have a pretty good idea for a character's personality, backstory, and stuff like that. And a lot of this series writes itself. It's a lot of fun. The characters sometimes will kind of tell me what they're gonna do. A good character basically is like, yeah, I'm not gonna. This is what I would say in this situation. This is what I would do in this situation. So the creating process behind it is it's almost on cruise control, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of times where I'm writing these stories out loud, and as I'm writing them, I'll laugh out loud because one of the characters said something funny that I didn't expect, even though I wrote it. I didn't expect it because it popped out of their mouth, not mine. So it's very, very fun. Very, very fun to do. So very happy that that you like the Confronting Evil series, because it is something that I not only like a lot, but there is plans already. I mean, season 2 is just about mapped out. There's plans for seasons 3 and 4. So this is something that I'm planning on writing for a long time. So I'm hoping you all enjoy the series, because it's something that I know I enjoy writing for, and I myself look... Doughboy agrees with me. Even though we write for the series, we both look forward to the next episode. The next one that comes up, part 4. I wrote it. I wrote that a couple of months ago. I know what happens, but I want to hear it. I want to sit down and listen to all the characters, the voices come to life, and I want to hear the next story. I need it. I need it like everybody else does. So, kind of in that same boat with all of you as well. But Doughboy agrees with me. It doesn't matter that we write. The confronting evil stories I do need. It's my supernatural fix. It almost feels like Supernatural in a very, very small way is kind of back. It's also like Locust Lake hits the road. Like Locust Lake didn't stop. It didn't die. It just changed forms. I'm happy about this. I like this change. And I like that everybody else really seems to enjoy the series, to get really good laughs out of it, to truly cheer for the characters, to truly, be in suspense and fear during action sequences and violent scenes. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch the reactions, and it's a lot of fun to create. But I am going to go ahead now. I am going to end the stream. I am going to say that thank you, Dog Lover. I do like reading reactions. I like reading comments. I like it when people comment on videos. I like it when people reach out to me and comment on the stories that I've written. I do like reading comments and reactions to the stories. It's a lot of fun. Even Tom Savini, I'll end on this note, during his documentary interviews and stuff with him, he said while making Friday the 13th, the payoff for him, for any movie writer, Sean Cunningham said the same thing. He's the guy that made Friday the 13th. In the very end of the first Friday the 13th movie, Jason jumps out of the water and grabs the girl on the boat. Child Jason, all dead and rotted, and it's right in this point in the movie where the music kind of like swells, and like not swells in a dramatic, tense way, but in a calm way. It kind of pushes you one direction thinking everything's okay now, everything's fine, and then Jason jumps out of the water and the music completely changes, and it's a very startling scene. Tom Savini and Sean Cunningham both said that the payoff for that movie, and a lot of directors for those kinds of movies, is standing outside of the theater and listening to that point, or being in the theater and watching it, and then watching in the crowd everybody jump and scream. It's the reactions of other people. That's the real payoff. When you're making a movie, at least this is what they said, when you're making the movie and you're putting the things together, you're hoping it's going to be like that. And whether you like it or not, it's great. But the real payoff is when you produce the finished product and let other people see it. And you get to see their reactions for it. And it's something that, as a content creator, I can very much relate to. Because I enjoy these stories. I like writing them, I like making them, and yes, I like listening to them. Like I've already listened to part 4. The real payoff for me is giving it to all of you. So I very, very much look forward to this Saturday. Even though I've heard the story before, I can't wait for all of you to hear it. I love reading comments, so please leave me comments in my videos and reach out to me whenever you want. Don't mind answering questions. I love talking to you guys. I hope you have a fantastic morning. Have a great Sunday. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. Thank you for spending your day with me today. Spending part of your Sunday with me, and try and recoup. New Year's is right around the corner, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, love you all. Be safe out there, and we will see you soon. Bye bye.